coward, a person who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things.
Hi. Yeah, it's me. A lot of y'all know me as Uncle Ricky, but this is not an Uncle Ricky thing. This is a Derek Ransom thing. Recently, I commented on some things that happened back in the place that I grew up, Nottoway County, Virginia, when a venue was the site of a weekend gathering, I don't know, convention, party, whatever, of the Sons of the Confederacy, Sons of the Confederate Veterans. Now, we all know that the term Confederate refers to the Civil War, and the Civil War refers to slavery, and all of that shit. It caused an uproar. Not people just did what they are legally allowed to do. They voiced their opinion. Just like the inn, being a private business, is not obligated to listen to the public as long as they're not violating the law. The inn violated no laws. But there's a recent article that was about, the town council's opinion. They kept pointing out that the inn violated no laws, so therefore the town council can't do shit about it. That's just the way it is. Now, we all know that perhaps, on the surface, once again, surface shit, that this may be true. But growing up in small towns, I think anybody, regardless of what your politics are, that town councils have heavy influence on the private businesses there. Now, the thing with the inn, I'm not going to knock them for trying to make their dollar. But when you make your dollar without any regard to the impact that you have on the community that you are in, and you supposedly, I guess, serve, to a certain extent, is that right? Is that correct? Virginia Innkeeper's Law says that, you could have refused that because you believe that it would cause harm to you, your property, or the surrounding community. Send the innkeeper's code. But you, in pursuit of a dollar, which you are a private business, you decided to go after the dollar and not give a damn about the feelings of, I'm not even going to say all the people, because some people were happy to see them come there for whatever reason, but let's say other people. Now, let's get off of the end, because they did what they did. Sons of the Confederate veterans, they did what they did, and by all accounts, nothing happened. No violence. But now the town council of Blackstone is in an uproar because, one, they trying to look like they didn't get caught with their pants down, and two, they trying to look like that they do give a shit about everybody, and three, they trying to act like they are really in control. I'm not saying all fine and good, but that is just par for the course. That's how town councils, city councils, that's how they operate. Even though they are elected officials of the people, all the people, once they get in office, they tend to get locked into certain agendas and platforms. Now, the situation isn't unique. It's occurring across all the country. What I am proud of is that people in Nottoway County have learned to speak up for themselves and not put up with the overbearing, oppressive rule of people just because they have a little position, a little title, and maybe a little money. You know? And I understand that these people got elected, but even though you are elected, and on the surface, being elected means that you are answering the people's mandate because they put you there. Town council elections are not like that. First of all, and this is the citizens' fault, very few people usually turn out for council elections. That's why a lot of small towns do not have their council elections as part of larger state or national general elections, because they know they can reduce the voter turnout. Because people are like, oh, well, fuck it, it's not that important or whatever. It's just a town council. But if they put it on the ballot during a bigger election, people will see it and they will vote, and maybe they won't vote for them. But there was one response that just caught me way out in left field. And I really don't, I understand the psychology behind it. If you have opposition that you need to put down in a hurry, if you have, if you are being confronted by other ideals that you don't want to deal with, that are maybe going to wreck your plans, personal and public, read between the lines. The first thing you do is you start to denigrate. You start to basically call them names. You poke the bear. You try to make them look less than in the public's eye, because there's a lot of people out there that have no opinion one way or another, but you don't want them to choose the wrong side. So you start to make them look unacceptable, less than. And the person I'm talking about, in case you haven't read the article, is Councilman Nathaniel Miller. Now, Mr. Miller came out and said that people that were exercising their First Amendment rights, just like the N and the Sons of the Confederacy were exercising their rights, but because Mr. Miller didn't agree with these people on social media's opinions, he called them cowards. Well, Mr. Miller, I was one of those people. And buddy, you can bet your last dollar I am not a coward. Now, let's get into Mr. Miller's derriere for a second. And I'm not trying to be personal. I'm just trying to be, let's say, a citizen. Maybe not a citizen of Blackstone, but since you chose to call me a coward, I feel it's my obligation to reply. Look, sir, Mr. Town Councilman, you were elected. Now, I know you ran in the district. That's how local and state elections work. And I don't know, I'm not that familiar with Blackstone anymore. I don't know how the demographics of your district, but I'm pretty sure that some of the people you call cowards are in your district. Now, coward, there's certain things that really get people's goats if they don't have the personality or the ability to restrain and express themselves intelligently. And sometimes we just say shit just to be saying shit. And Mr. Miller, I think you fell into that category, because the shit that you said was uncalled for. You talk about people that commented on social media being rabble rousers and raising, inflaming the hate and the racism when it wasn't necessary. The hell did you do? You called people cowards for exercising their First Amendment rights. You sit on the town council of Blackstone, Virginia. What are we supposed to think about what goes on in the town council of Blackstone when you are a member of that council? Is it money trumps, pardon the pun, money trumps, or politics trumps individual rights every time? Especially when it's, the rights of people that I don't give a damn about? Well, one thing about being elected, Mr. Miller, you need votes to stay in office. I think I'm not saying that, this is going to be the end of your career, but calling people cowards for no reason is not going to put you in any more of a positive light among voters in your district. Now, what you said kind of indicates that you don't deserve to be in the place that you're in. I don't care that your politics may oppose my politics, but when you cannot express your opinion without defaming and degrading because you really don't have anything intelligent to say, you don't deserve to be in that office. You're just another gun flapper like everybody else, trying to get sound bites, photo ops, whatever. But the minutia that comes from between your lips is irrelevant. And if you keep it up, you probably end up irrelevant too. Well, that's it. That's me. All I'm going to say is, people, Nottoway, Blackstone, Workgroup crew, keep up the good fight. Stand up for your rights. Don't let them push you over. Don't let them put money over people. The end, now you know where you live. Well, I'm not saying live, but now you know the community you're in. Now you know that the citizens of your community are not going to tolerate dumb shit. Blackstone Town Council, you're not unique. You got the same problem that every other small town in America does. You have to balance finances. You have to maintain a budget. And you have to keep peace and harmony in your community. That's what you're responsible for. That's why you're elected. Times are changing. Things are changing. And some people just ain't being quiet no more. And they shouldn't be. See you. Peace out. God bless.